Okay, that's good. So we're starting, and I want to officially welcome everyone to tonight's session. Yeah, but before I start, we are going to be starting our project very soon. So that is our internship. There is a major event in every of our boot camp. And as a matter of fact, so many people who are coming for our boot camp is because of our internship. So we are going to start. So the first thing to do for us to start is we are going to gather your data set and break the class into stages, into two different teams. Sorry, I used stage, into different teams or group. And we equally want to understand those who have interest in business analysis and those who have interest in project management. So we're going to be issuing out a form, a Google form you need to fill as quickly as possible. That will help us to group the team into, you guys are not much. We used to have it state by state, but because you guys are not much, is when I see the data, I'll decide how we're going to group it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. That's the brief announcement. So let's jump into the business of tonight. We're going to understand what we call business objectives. Everything we do in business must have a reason. What the objective is, the reason why. It's just a common, why are you here? So, what is the business objective of this boot camp? I'm going to call Vera. Vera, what is your business objective of this boot camp? Why did you join this boot camp? Okay. Angela, Ali, what is your objective? That is business objective. That is your project. This boot camp is a project. What is your objective of joining? I want to gather some objective, 1 or 2, 3 people to tell us their objective. Or if we are calling people and they are not answering, if you want to tell us, just raise your hand so that we can move forward. Okay, whoever is going to tell me the objective is going to get a credit. Okay. Cynthia, what is your objective?
So my objective is to acquire knowledge to be a better project manager, to grow in my career. That's my own objective.
Okay. Okay, that is Cynthia's objective. Cynthia wants to be a better project manager, to grow her knowledge, but she don't want to get a job. It's just to be a good project manager. She doesn't even want to earn money. So it's just being a good project manager, growing her knowledge is enough. Okay. Who has another person? What is your objective? Want to understand people, because people are coming here with different intentions. Some people go to school to just get knowledge. Somebody like Dangote can join this class. Just maybe you want to learn more from us. That's an objective, to grow his knowledge, to manage his business. Okay. Confidence, what is your objective?
Good evening, sir. You mentioned part of my objective, which is,
I don't know.
sir, which is getting a good job with a good pay and equally to widen my horizon of knowledge, because I've heard a lot about project management and business analysis. Then, concerning the business analysis, I had or I've read more about research analysis. So hearing that we are compiling the two together, which is project management and business analysis. So it triggered me to learn more about solving issues in organizations. So that's my own objective.
Okay. You can see we have two data. We've collected two data from two participants in this boot camp, and you can see that they both are in this boot camp, but they have different objectives. Let's hear from one person, and that is Michael. Michael, what is your own objective?
My objective is to acquire in-demand remote skill, secure a remote job, and then build a professional online presence.
Okay. You can see different objectives. So, okay, I will collect data again from Paul, and we'll analyze this. I will look at these objectives, and yeah. So let's look at. I will collect from Paul one after Paul. Then, yeah, Paul.
Yeah, good evening. My objective is to advance my knowledge in business analysis and to explore avenue of using it to make money.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, thank you, everyone. If you are raising hand, we are maybe in other questions, we are going to hear from you, but we need to move forward. Thank you, all of you who raised hand that I didn't call you up. Let's move forward. Okay, the purpose of asking this question is for you to understand that it's not as easy as you think to articulate your objective. And if you don't know your objective, that is why we are getting things a bit difficult in life. Some of us going to school might not really articulate why they are going to school. People go to church every Sunday. They don't even know why they are going to church. They don't know the objective, the purpose of going to church. So we should be able to articulate an objective very well. We need to be specific. An objective, we must be time bound. Everything we are doing, we must be time bound. Objectives should be measurable. So, for us to progress in our project and be able to deliver exactly what the stakeholders want, we must understand their objective. And it's going to be a guide. It's going to be a guide. When you want to deviate, you look at the objective. This is not where objective is like it now become a scope. You are well organized. So that is what we mean by objectives. And you see Cynthia started struggling to, I think she quickly realized that this is not my objective, because she couldn't articulate it very well. So, and it might be a reason why you have been doing a lot of boot camp and you have not been getting jobs, because you have been you have not been articulated, you want to get a job. So if getting a job is part of your objective, then you have to factor it in the project. Everything you are doing, you must make sure that is it leading me to getting this job? Is it leading me to hitting my first job? But if you are just there to grow your knowledge, well, knowledge growth will continue to grow your knowledge till everybody will learn every day. That is not knowledge growth. We continue to grow our knowledge till we are no longer on this earth. So let's look at our notes to understand how we can use what we call SMART technique to articulate a business objective. Yeah. If you do not use a technique, if you do not apply a technique like SMART, you are going to struggle in articulating objective. It's not as easy as we think. It's not as easy as we think. So let's look at this method of crafting objective. Okay, what is objective? Clearly defining the goals and objective of the project ensures alignment with overall strategic objective of the organization. So now, most of the time, the projects you are running for an organization must have a reason. What is triggering it from the organization? It must be able to align like this. So, and to make sure we get it very well, that is it in business analysis, in project management, in most of the things we do here, that is what makes us professional, separating us from everyday person. Everybody have an objective, but the way your own objective is going to be different from their own, because you are a professional, and that's why they are paying you. You don't make mistake. Any decision you take increases the value of the organization because of the way you do things. Okay, we have these techniques. We have a SMART criteria. We have a goal workshops. We have a brainstorming session. We can use all these, but the main approach is this SMART when it comes to crafting objective. So look at this example using SMART criteria to define objectives, such as increasing, this is in CRM system. For us who knows what CRM is, we have, is a way of managing contact, lead and contact management, customers of the organization. Every organization have their customers, whether commercial or non-commercial, whether profit or non-profit organization. Every organization have one way or the other, have their customers. Even the church, the parishioners are their customers. Schools, children, students are their customers. So in this case, you look at this, you see CRM system increasing the number of qualified lead. Okay. If this person is not applying SMART, he can just say increasing of lead, increasing of leads in CRM system. You know, this is very generic. And with that, you might continue to work hard without getting results. Because increasing, let's say this, we remove this qualify here. Let's say to remove qualify. Let's just qualify and say we remove this. Yeah, you see, I've removed some key words in this particular objectives. See, the objectives here is now all these ones I've highlighted. Let's say we delete them from this sentence, and the sentence is now going to be increasing the number of leads in CRM system. Yes, all of you can agree with me that it's still, it looks good. Doesn't it look good from a generic point of view?
It
Does
does.
it look good or not?
It does, sir.
Okay. Cynthia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, sir.
Okay. This, what I've just done is, that is your generic objective. It sounds like your objective in this boot camp. Are you getting it? But another person comes in and say, increasing the number of qualified. You see, the person is now making it more, unique. Not just qualified, not anyhow lead. That's why they are going to get results. But you are just looking for lead. Anybody who say, hey, good, say, hey, this business is good, is a lead. Anybody who looks at your business anybody who click is a lead. But when you start following everybody who click, you are not going to get anywhere. Because people might just be even clicking or touching your website or your ad by mistake. So we're looking for qualified lead. And not only that, by 15%, we know the exact number we want. We want to bring something to table. We don't want to bring 100%, at least. Let's start from 50, something achievable. You can say increasing number of 90, you say 90% just from the beginning. Yes, it looks good, but is it achievable? It might be difficult to get 90%. We just want to get something. We just want to get started. We just want to record good results. So we make it in such a way that it's something we can achieve. We say, let's start with 15%. It's not easy to, so that's 15%. And we're not looking for that 50% forever. We say within the next 6 months. So many of you who said what they want to achieve in this boot camp, you did not tell us your targets. You didn't tell us, I want to get a project coordinator. You see, for you to say, I want to increase my knowledge, I want to get job, you are not making sense here for me. It's not looking like we are serious. But when you say in project, based on what I've taught you guys, you say, I want to get a project coordinator job before December that pays at least $10 per hour. Are you getting it now? Can you see how I've, tell you my purpose of this boot camp for now? I want to get at least, I don't want a project manager for now. I don't even want a business analyst. I want project support, project coordinator job that can pay me $10 per hour before December. So that I will not go to Upwork and I'll become confused. That is it. That is defining objective. You see, I become very specific. I become very time bound, and I become measurable. This percentage is the way I measure it. This is at least. And specific, qualified. I'm looking for qualified lead. And here, 6 months. In my own case, boot camp, this boot camp, I want a project coordinator job. I'm specific about, when it comes to project management, we have so many jobs. You don't just say, I want to get a project, any job in project management. You are not serious. I'm being specific. I just want project coordinator. I'm being specific here. And I said, not just project coordinator job that can pay $10 an hour. That is where I'm measuring it, at least equally specific and measurable, what I want to get. Not only that, before December, I've given myself a time. Is a project. If you're telling me you are looking for job is a big project, but you don't even give yourself a target. You want to look for job forever? 10 years, you are still looking for job because you don't even give yourself a target. If you want to get a project coordinator job before December, then you have to work for it. After December, you didn't get a project coordinator job, then you go back to drawing board. That's how a strategist do things. You admit that I didn't make it. Yeah, December have passed and I couldn't get a project coordinator job. Yeah, you have to go back to your drawing board and re-strategize. But if you just say, I want to get any job in project management, even in the next 5 years, we are still looking for that job. The market doesn't work like that. So I believe this is going to help a lot of us, even outside our project, the way we have been pursuing some of our objectives in life. Some of our objectives, all of us have something we are pursuing in life. But yeah, you like now, you are a very young girl. You just come back from your youth service and your target, you say, I'm back from youth service. I want to get married. You know, by this December, I want to get married. I want to marry a handsome young man, tall, or short, or fat, that is a graduate, or have a shop, or have his own business. You must be specific. So that when you see what you are looking for, you know it. Or he must come back from abroad. Or he must be a politician. Or he must be an Alhaji before December. You start packaging yourself. You know? If it's the person from abroad, you start researching the people from abroad. What kind of women are they looking for? Are they looking for slim ladies? Are they looking for fat ladies? Are they looking for black ladies? You start, then when you know that you start packaging yourself towards that. But if you just say, I want to marry, but I just want to get married, I'll finish my youth service, the next thing is marriage. Okay. How? How are you going to do that? You must be very, very detailed. It's a big project. Some of us are laughing, but all these things I'm mentioning are big, big projects. That's why so many of us are struggling, because we don't take things seriously. Let me tell you, when it comes to ladies, marriage is very important. I'm not saying it's very important, you know. And when it comes to men, getting a good job or having a business is very important, because that is when you start your life. You cannot start a life as a man without having a job. You cannot start a life without a man without having a good business. That is even when what will decide whether you are going to get married or not. But a woman can get married without having a job. A woman can get married without having a business. So we are not in the same category. You must be specific. You cannot just say, me and Esther, both of us just, like now you see Paul will be saying, me and Esther, we just came back from your service. Esther is planning to get married. Me too, I'm planning to get married. While you, Paul, you never get job. How you go want to, rub shoulder with Esther when one man? Have you? How? So that is it. You must know where you belong, what you are really looking for. Okay, let's progress. Sorry for the analogy if it's a bit punchy, but I like using a real life scenario because we're in a real life, not in theory. Life is practical. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So look at this, what SMART means. S can be stand for specific, must be specific, measurable, that is M, and A, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Okay. So you are going to be using SMART a lot. If you want to be very professional in what you are doing. So many of us, even me too, at times I'll just craft objective without using SMART. But if you want to be, very professional, there's no way you can craft objective of a project without using SMART. So that is SMART, like I've just said, specific, well-defined, clear, and unambiguous. Measurable, with specific criteria that measures your progress towards the accomplishment of that goal. So, like we say 15%. As you get 1%, yes, you are progressing 2%, 3%, 4%. You see you are measured, but you don't have a way of measuring how you are progressing. Is going to be difficult. Achievable, attainable, and not impossible to achieve. There are some things you set for yourself, you want to go and hang yourself. Why will you want to go and hang yourself? Some things, looking at where you are standing, looks unattainable. I don't see how you want to go because all your friends are traveling abroad to do their masters. You too, you want to travel abroad to do your masters, and you are not a graduate. I'm not saying it might not be, it can be possible. I'm not God, but we are not looking at spirituality here. We analyze things practical application. That's all professional. But anything is possible. When you set that kind of objective, traveling abroad to do your masters next year, and you are not yet a graduate, it might be difficult because no university is going to accept you. So you must make sure that what you are doing is the project or the goal is achievable, realistic, within reach, and relevant. And most importantly, time bound. That's what makes it a very unique project, because it has a time bound, means you have a target. That is time bound. Everything we do, we call a project, must have a beginning and it must have an end. And the purpose is to create urgency, meaning that you don't have to sit back. You don't have to sit back. So let's take it one by one and see how we can achieve that. Let's look at the first part of the SMART, which is specific aspect of SMART. Goals that are specific have a significant greater chance of being accomplished. To make a specific goal, we can ask these 5 questions to make sure that it's specific. Who, what, where, when, why. So, who is involved in this goal? Who is involved? You need to identify who is involved. Okay, you want to get a job within this boot camp. That's why we've come here to get a job. Everything you are doing here is to mold you, to help you to get a job. Who is involved here? Is it Mr. Charles? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Upwork? Is it your teammates? Who are those involved here? You must identify those that are involved, those you are going to work with, that are going to help you to get this job. What? Okay, we'll identify the people, that's who. And then what? What do you want to accomplish? What? You want to get a project coordinator job. Where is this goal achievable? Where are you going to get this job? Which platform? You must identify a particular platform and go there. And if you want to, it's either that this platform kill me or I kill this platform. But when you are everywhere, scattered, you are searching for job everywhere, it's good, but for me, it's better to become a professional, become pro in Upwork. If it's LinkedIn, become pro in LinkedIn. Yeah, that doesn't mean you know that what is the main platform you are looking for this job. Anything you need to know to become the LinkedIn or Upwork pro to get this job, do it. So where is this goal? Where can you achieve it? Is it, yeah, you are here in DTBS. We are going to help you, build your CV, do everything. So where? It might be a combination of platforms like DTBS and Upwork, or DTBS and LinkedIn. When are you planning to get? What is the target? When do you want to achieve this goal? When? And why? Why? You want to get this job? Why? Because you want to start a life. You want to get married by December as a man. This is January. By June, I should have gotten a job. You know, if I do this job, latest, even if by June I got this job, or even before June, if I do this job till December, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend. Yes, you cannot go to and propose to your girlfriend without looking serious. No matter how she loves you, she's not gonna take you serious. There's no two ways about it, because there's nothing like love without money. You guys need to eat now, and you go bump again. So then you need to train them. So So that's it. If you look at this, you see that it's very clear. Just apply it in what you are doing now. You see that, wow, it's like a big modification in your process. Okay. For example, here, a general goal would be, I want to get in shape. That is a general goal. I want to get in shape. Yeah. Like we said, I want to get in shape. Okay. Let's look at specific goal. Okay. A more specific goal. Let's look at a more specific goal. Okay. Let's compare these two goals here. This is a general goal. And this is a more specific goal. So we can compare both of them. So this is one, the first one here. So looking at these two goals, let's give it a number. This is 1. And this is 2. Okay. Between this 1 and 2, whom do you think is going to achieve the goal?
Number 2.
The second one.
Yeah. You can't just, I want to get in shape. What does it mean by that? Yeah. I want to be figure 8. Yeah, we know it's good to get in shape. But you just made a statement. You've not defined the goal. But in these two, I want to obtain a gym membership at my local community center and work out this 4 days a week to be healthier. So the only way you see this person is already planning to hit the gym, and he knows how many days he's already planned. He's not planning to make a sacrifice of 4 days in a week. And you that is also, you just say you want to get in shape. You don't even know how you want to get to do that. But this person already have a plan. So that's the difference between being specific, being smart. We'll call it being smart and not being smart. So you see the smart goal and non-smart goal. Okay, let's look at measurable aspect of smart. A smart goal must have criteria for measuring progress. You must know when you are progressing. If there are no criteria, you will not be able to determine your progress, and you are not able to track your goal when you reach it. So make a goal measurable. First is how many or how much. It must be measurable, quantifiable, like how much, how you must be able to know, like we say 15%, 20%, you must know 10, 20. These are measurable, you can't counting it and sound, when you are counting and you are getting close to your, you know. How do I know if I've reached my goal? You must have the way of, you know, when you reach your goal. And what is my indicator of progress? You must have an indicator. So that is a very big KPI, key performance indicator. For example, building a specific goal. I want to obtain a gym membership at my local community center and work out a week to be healthy. Every week, I will aim to lose 1 pound of fat. You see it here? You see you've actually start measuring. You go to gym, you want to be healthy. If you look at the number 1 here, you say, yeah, you work out 4 days in a week to be healthy. Yes, it's better than this person that I just said. But how do you measure progress to know that you're actually healthy or you've reached your goal? Okay, you see, look at this person. You must lose 1 pound of calories, you know, or fat, body fat. You must lose it every week. So every 4 days you are burning. At the end of that week, that's how you are measured. If you are going there, you say you are hitting gym, and at the end of the week you are not losing anything, maybe you have another thing you are going to the gym to do. But all of us here, we know that people go to gym for their friends. You see people, they hit the gym all the time. You know, maybe you are going there to look for boyfriend or girlfriend. You know, so going to gym without a measurable objective, you just keep going to the gym. But if you are going to gym, because you're not going to gym to spend, you've not gotten a job there, you can just go there and chat, finish, and carry a bag and come back and say you are going to gym. So you must work out, and working out, there's a way, so many ways to work out there. You can just be going there, be playing around like this. You are not even sweating. You must find a particular gym. Out of the gym, there's so many equipment and so many gym type of activity in the gym. You must find an activity in the gym that will help you to lose 1 pound of body fat. True or false? So if you are not doing that, then you're on your own. You're just going there to play around with your gym instructor. Well, I didn't say that, you know. But some people are going to gym to play with their gym instructors, you know. So some of you are taking this one like I've hit some people in some places. But I have to be honest with you, we know what's going on. All right. So we've talked about measuring the goal, and then let's look at achievable. A SMART goal must be achievable and attainable. This will help us or help you to figure out ways you can realize that goal and work towards it. The achievable of the goal should be stretched to make you feel challenged, but define well enough that you can actually achieve it. So do I have the resources and the capability to achieve the goal? If not, what am I missing? What are you missing? What are you missing? Have others done it successfully before? Yeah. So achievable. So these are things you need to ask yourself. People within your reach, people within your capacity, can they do this? Yeah, can they do this? Yes, that's a question you need to ask yourself. You want to be, now election is approaching, and here we have Paul. Paul say, I want to run for local government chairman. I'm sorry if I'm belittling you, I'm just using you. Maybe you might want to run for Senate or governor. I'm not just using local government as an example. Okay, you want to run for local government chairman. And one thing you need to ask is, do I have the resources to do this? You look at registration form for the party and the general election and to print posters. These are basics. Can you afford all these ones? You don't need to go and start begging for people to give you money to even buy a form. If you have that kind of savings, or if you can accept that kind of fund, that's number one. Within people around me or within my age, how many people within my age has become a local government chairman? And my qualification, my everything, assess yourself. If you look around, you see that a lot of people have done it, and you see, I can do it as well. You know, so these are going to be some of the factors you need to look into before. So, like in the issue of the gym, you have the resources. Can you pay for it? Yeah. If you are struggling to pay your rent, I don't see how you can go to gym. And yeah, it might be desirable. You are just fantasizing. You are owing your rent and you want to go and pay for gym. Is it achievable? Let's be realistic here. Is it achievable?
Not at all.
It's not. You have your rent is there staring at you. You are trying to figure out, and what you are thinking of is how to lose body. Yes, we know it's good to lose body fat to be, but you need to pay your rent, and your children, you are struggling to pay their school fees. These are some of the things you need to. It's not realistic. So it's not achievable. You can't. It's not. No matter how you want to do it. Even if somebody pays for you, somebody is luring you to gym to pay for you, if you cannot even concentrate, and you can't concentrate while working out, you have to do with a good mentality, good mental health. So these are the things you need to consider. So any project you must make sure that, yes, can it be funded? Do we have realistic, at least baseline funding to do it? You want to travel abroad, your father is not a very rich person, and you want to travel abroad. Yes, to do your master's, further studies, good and fine. It's not all the people that their parents are rich travels abroad. You are not working, but there are so many other ways. You must find out, is it possible? If you cannot afford it, your parents cannot afford it, your uncle is not ready to support if he's rich, and you in your grade, you graduated in university, you didn't even make 2-1. Let's say you can just jump in for scholarship. There are so many scholarships, but most of them will be asked you to, if you have 2-1, then you see the chances you have. So you might want to work harder in order to make it possible. So these are ways of being achievable. You must be able to make sure that it's attainable. So let's move to the next realistic goal. A SMART goal must be realistic in that the goal can be realistically achieved given the available resources and time. A SMART goal is likely realistic if you believe that it can be accomplished. Yeah, so you have to ask yourself, is the goal realistic and within reach? Because this is just a continuation of what you just said. Is the goal reachable given the time and resources? Are you able to commit to achieving this goal? Yeah. So you must make sure that looking at it being achievable, and it has to be realistic before it can be achieved. If not, then it's going to be difficult. And when we talk about time bound, you must, for you to be serious, tell yourself the truth, you must have a target. A target is not forever. Time bound. Time bound makes it urgency, show you that you are serious within this period of time. That will put you under pressure. If you don't give yourself time, it's not gonna be possible. You know? And you see me, it has helped me so much. You know? I told myself, before I become 50, I'll stop working for people. Yeah? Because if I don't give myself this kind of target, even at the age of 70, you see me still be carrying bag going to work. No, am I going to go there and be dragging job with my son? For what? You know? So, and to that effect, I hit the ground running. Some people say, Charles, you don't rest, you day and night. Yes, I want to meet my targets. I want to meet my targets. I didn't start building on time. I spend a lot of time, you know, because I realized a lot of things. So many of us in Africa, we didn't learn a lot. I see how, as a lot of people on Facebook, we play a lot. That's why so many of us, we are bright, but we don't have target. We don't have SMART goal. We play a lot, playing, and we like suffering and smiling. Everybody always happy, jolly, good feel. No, it shouldn't be that. There is time to play. There is time to. We are not even working. Our youth, we don't work at all. Everybody is just playing around. And being that I've wasted a lot of time in Nigeria, these days I'm working day and night. Even when I was working for companies, I've already started working for myself. I'll finish for the company, I'll come back and start working for myself. While some mates, some of my colleagues, they say, I have 2 jobs. Some will bragging, I have 2 jobs. One is paying me 4,000 paying me 400 a day. The other one is paying me 500 a day. These are, we are still working for people. One day you might just wake up one day, the 2 jobs will end. the 2 jobs we are bragging, you have 2 jobs. And you'll be at home. It might even take you another 1 year to get even 1 job. So I said, no. I commit. I work in another man's farm, and then I have to work. The commensurate amount of time I put in another man's farm, I must put it in my own farm. It's not easy. That would be putting myself under stress. It's not easy. So I have to work in another man's farm. I have to come in my own farm and work. Because I have a goal. I need to stop working before I hit 50. And within 45, I've already started seeing, companies. And today I have so many companies. So now I'm giving myself a new target. It's no longer working for myself. I've been working for myself for a long time now. I want to, as well, this is 2005. From 2005 to 2030, that is 5 years ago, I want to worth at least $1 billion. Some of you will say that Mr. Charles is crazy. Yes? Is it not what some of you are saying? That Mr. Charles can worth at least, I said $1 billion. $1 billion. I didn't say 1 billion naira. $1 billion. Do you know why it's achievable? I'll tell you why it's achievable. Number 1, I'm a business analyst. Number 2, I'm a project manager. Number 3, I'm a developer. Number 4, I have companies. I'm into startups. I'm into different startups. And I've seen people within my age bracket who are making it. And their parents did not help them. I've seen somebody like, which I'm even older than, Mark Zuckerberg. He made it. It's not his parents that helped him. He just started building. You see the Sam Altman that owns OpenAI. You see they started building this, and this is achievable. It's achievable. So this is what you do. You give yourself a target. Is it achievable? It's achievable. Okay, all these people I'm telling you, they are not graduates. Mark is not a graduate. Sam is not a graduate. Bill Gates is not a graduate. All these people, they are not graduates. So if non-graduates can achieve it, I think I can do better than them that are not graduates. Is when you realize whom you are. You and your community, you see a young guy who didn't even go to secondary school. He's managing his own business. He didn't finish secondary school. He's managing his own business. And you have masters, and you are scared of starting up something. What are you scared of? That will show you that is achievable. When I became local government chairman, they said it's not possible. I told them why it's not going to be possible. I've seen so many touts being local government chairman, and me that is have master's degree from university here in London. You telling me it's not possible for what? I'm even just want to become the governor, just that I want to start from somewhere. Don't tell me that it's not possible. They say, but you don't have structure. I said, what do you mean by structure? I said, Mr. J, always, I said, okay, let's see it now and see. I started segregation. I start building. Anybody who says it's not going to be possible, I'm not going to talk to you for the next 6 months. Those who say you are not going to be there for the next 6 months, I'm not making you my enemy, but you're out of, because I don't want that kind of bad energy around me. All those people who just, even those who are hyping me, who believe that, yeah, keep hyping me. Within you feel that it's not possible, keep giving me that vibe. And as we are talking it, those people who telling me it's not possible within 6 months, they already calling me to say, congratulations, sir. I didn't do any magic. You know? So, is what I'm saying this is that try to apply this SMART goal in everything you are doing. And you see that it works like magic. It works like magic. So, everything you do, give it a SMART goal. So this last one is, does it have a deadline? Yes. And by what time do you want to achieve it? Yeah. So give everything you want to do. This is a very important template that I've given to you here. Every project, your life, plan it very smart. Anything you do, be smart about it. It's extremely important. So what I teach you here is beyond bootcamp. It's about life. Believing in yourself. A lot of things are realistic, but we've not given it a try. Realistic. Measure it, is it realistic? It is realistic. Yes, it is. How many people have done it? Those people who have done it, are they better than me? What do they have I do not have? That is how you redefine, you reset yourself, your memory, your being. Factory resetting. Well, most of us who need this factory resetting. Reset yourself, so, and you start hitting it. You know? So, like I've told you my own, in the next 5 years, for those who want to monitor me, go and start following me on Facebook. Anyway, want to monitor what I've said. That in the next 5 years, if I'm not what, at least, I'm not saying I'm going to at least, mean that I can watch up to $20 billion. Yeah. With these SMART objectives, yeah. Do you know why it's going to work? Number one, I have one of the biggest, fastest growing business school in the whole world. DTPS is growing fast. Yeah, I'm building AI, the face of Africa. It comes to AI. You see, OpenAI is worth $500 billion. And our own AI, say we are just starting, within 5 years, is going to worth at least 10 billion. Give or take, as the founder, I will get, if you want 10 billion, give or take, as the founder, I will at least get half of it, which is 5 billion. I've already started building it. this count up is equivalent to Facebook. You know, I'm still working on it. So I have a lot of things that is going to blow me. But when you were saying that, Mr. Charles, I'm not crazy. I know what I'm doing. So, and you are here already. All of you are going to help me achieve this dream. So, yeah. So, by next 2 years, this DTBS will start recruiting, we'll start offering master's degree for all the people all around the world. Anybody who wants to come to London to do masters, we are going to be offering master's degree. Yeah. So, and let me tell you, if you come to University of Northumbria in Newcastle, they come to Nigeria alone, they recruit at least 3,000 Nigerians for master's degree every year. Do you know how much they collect from them? They collect from them 15,000 pounds each. Okay, times 15,000 pounds by 3,000. How much is it? Do you have mathematicians here? 15,000 pounds times 3,000. That's a lot of money. Yeah. You can see that our business.
45,000 pounds. 45,000 pounds.
No, it's running into millions.
No, that's
45 million.
85 million pounds.
45 million pounds.
So you see what they are making from Nigeria.
Yes,
Only one. If you go to University of Bradford, they recruit up to 4,000 Nigerians every year, and so many. Then they go to Ghana, they go to Kenya, they go to Uganda, they go to India. That's how they are recruiting. It's a lot of money. So if they are collecting 15,000, and a lot of their students, their students are coming to me because so many of their students are my students. They will finish that 1 year and they didn't learn anything. They don't feel. They will come here and we will repackage them and they start getting jobs. So it's not like what they taught them is helping them to get job. So those people collect 15,000 and they come to me and I package them to get the job. So if I come up to the stage to challenge those universities, can't you see I'm going to beat the hell out of all those universities? Are you seeing it? Because even if those universities cannot challenge me, they can't do what I'm doing. They don't have the capacity to give them job. They don't offer internship. They don't have components. But here, we offer internship, we have components that it can even give you a job. So with that, if they are recruiting 3,000, we have the capacity to recruit 20,000. All we need to look for people to work with us to achieve it. With that, are we not rushing to that 1 billion we talk about? So this is a bit of MBA we are just doing here, but just let's enjoy it. All right, thank you for tonight. So all right. So the importance of setting SMART goals. Often, individual or business will set themselves up for failures by setting general and unrealistic goals. Don't you set yourself up for failure. Don't do that. Apply SMART. You know, your life is a big project. Try to set a SMART goal for yourself, even before you go and start setting SMART goals for companies. Don't you think you work more than those companies? You want to go and start from yourself. This night, set a SMART goal for yourself. You know, so don't use a general, you want to become rich and you are using a generic goal for yourself. For what? I want to be the best of X. How? This is vague with no sense of direction. SMART goals set you up for success, making your goal specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. The SMART method helps push you further, give you the sense of direction, and help you to organize and reach your goal. So, just like me, that want to hit a billion, what more than 1 billion? I already have time bound. Time bound is 5 years. In 5 years, I'll be worth more than $1 billion. And measurable is 1 billion. That is the benchmark. That is measurable. And realistic, yes. The richest people in the whole world are school dropouts. So why the richest people are school dropouts? While we that have masters, MBAs, PhDs are struggling, what is happening? I don't close my topic for tonight. Yeah. If you have question, control me. I'm all yours now. If you have question, control me. Raise your hand. You see, so many of us who go to, you guys don't have any question? Okay, that's good. Then we call it a night. So if you want to follow me on my project, like I said, go and follow me on Facebook. So you see LinkedIn. You see how I'm closing my gap. I'm not just doing that because I want to I'm freak of being, I want to show that this can be done. There are some people are not blessed to be rich, and some people blessed to be poor. You don't become rich by going to church every day to pray. You become rich by doing what the rich people are doing. The rich people are not ritualists. As we are thinking, they are not. I've given you young men who are not even up to, within 35 to 50, these are richest people in the whole world. They are not ritualists. They are not kidnappers. You know, they are not drug peddlers. They are not even politicians. They are tech professionals. They are just building one tech company to another tech company. This is what they are doing. You have to do what they are doing. But you have started well by at least deciding to be in a boot camp like this. That is the first step. So you're in the right direction. If you want to be rich, this is what you do. So if you want to, what God wants to you is not even asking him. He's already giving you the power to do anything you want to do. You know, giving you the power. You know, but so many of us do not know who have the power. The kind of power you have, you do not know. If you know whom you are, you won't be jonesing around. So many of us are jonesing around, but because we don't know the kind of power we have. When God says, go and dominate, you know, take possession of the earth, you don't know what that word means. But for those who know it, it's too much. Oh. All right. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Good night, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good night.